Raw and real. Back at y'all with the spill. Now, everybody, all these fighters nowadays, everybody want the big paydays. All the fighters want to be businessmen. Everybody's trying to follow the Mayweather blueprint on how to get this bag, how to do it like he did to generate the cash and the money that he did. And a lot of fighters think by being undefeated and protecting their own is the way to go. But in reality, that's simply not the case. And that's one of the biggest reasons that we are not getting to see the fights we want today is because everybody trying to get the bag and protect the O. Now, some admit to it, some won't. But what these fighters have failed to realize is following the Mayweather blueprint is basically like this. Mayweather was a attraction. He was a household name. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about the belts for Mayweather. It wasn't necessarily about the money for Mayweather in the beginning. It was about legacy. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he just wanted to prove to the world that he was the best. You know? Once he fought Oscar De La Hoya, it changed to the money. But your fighters got it backwards. Your fighters nowadays, they want the money and then the legacy weight on the back end. You're not following the blueprint correctly. And that's what's missing. And that's one of the reasons that we can't see the fights we want to see. Fighters pricing themselves out. They want this money to protect that O, thinking it's going to garner them a chance to get that Mayweather type of payday. Not true. For instance, Devin got all the belts, but I believe Tank still make more money than Devin. Now, for legacy-wise, Devin the man. You can't get no higher than undisputed. But money-wise, Tank the man. So when it's a fight that you have to decipher between money and legacy, and Mayweather kind of set the boxing culture up for what we didn't have no idea this shit was gonna be like this, and it kind of is fucking up the sport, to be perfectly honest. Cause now, as soon as you get an O, a nigga start calling you trash, or you ain't shit, or you hot, but they forget about the story, the backstory behind that. How you bounce back what determines if you're a real champion or not. You know what I'm saying? Hagler, Leonard, Hearns, Duran, they all got losses to each other. And it didn't tank their legacy at all. Not at all. And I think fighters nowadays are just looking at it from one standpoint, thinking that as long as I protect my O, I'm marketable. I can make more money. They got to give me what I'm asking for because I never lost. But again, in the same token, you got to be a household attraction. You got to be a name. You got to be attraction. You got to put the ass in seats. You got to have exciting fights. You got to make people want to come see you. But that element of the game seems to be missing because everybody focused on the money. Now, Mayweather did lay the blueprint out for y'all. But if you peep out videos in his early days, he just wanted to fight. And he was fighting everybody they put in front of him and beating them. The money is going to be there, y'all. But a chance to create your legacy won't. So right now, what most fighters should be focusing on is creating a legacy. The money's going to be there because it's undeniable. If you're doing the right things you're supposed to do, becoming a household name and doing what you got to do, the money will be there. Stop pricing yourself out. Stop asking for this ridiculous amount of money, knowing damn well that you ain't going to get it. Worry about your legacy first. Then all that shit are going to come. You worry about your legacy, the money going to follow. It has no choice but to follow it. It has no choice but to follow. But y'all want to worry about this fighter, want to see books on this shit. All this shit is fucking up the sport and holding up the sport. You got a major fight on the upbringing and we talking about money when you motherfuckers was already rich. Give us this fight for legacy-wise, and then the rematch. Worry about all the figures and who get more in and who got drawn power here and who got drawn power there and do that. Because quite frankly, with this Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence shit, it's getting ridiculous. It's like the welterweight division is just on lock right now. It's like it's crazy. It's on lock. You got two of the best holding up everything. We can't even get the Boots and the Ortiz and the Conor Benn fights to see what's going to go because we don't know who the man at the King of the Hill is yet because y'all motherfuckers won't fight. Either fight or move up. And I'm talking to Errol and Terrence. It's like, what the fuck? All that blame game shit, that shit is over. You guys are holding up a whole division because y'all can't come to an agreement. That's crazy to me. But everybody else can't press go until y'all motherfuckers see what you gonna do, vacate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to take no fights right now until really we see who the winner and the loser of this shit is. Boots don't want to keep fighting nobodies. You know what I'm saying? When he's in line to be mandatory. Ortiz don't want to fight just nobody when he in line to be mandatory. So when y'all fight and whoever lose, one of them guys should be the mandatory. But y'all holding up a whole division because it's about money. If you in this game just for the bread and you a millionaire already, you know you can make a lot of investments and get out the game, right? You can make a lot of investments and get out the game. You guys are already making like $3 million a fight. So if you just about the money, find some other. My suggestion would be find some other investments to make that can garner you and generate that money for you. That way you don't hold up a whole fucking division waiting on y'all motherfuckers to fight. The show still must go on. Boxing still gotta thrive. But this bullshit, y'all killing the sport. And y'all don't understand. Y'all don't see MMA doing that shit. And they take way worse punishment and get paid way less. If anything, you would expect them to hold up some shit like that because you fight motherfuckers with all different kind of disciplines. And using elbow, knees, and bone-to-bone shit. Ain't no cushion in between them blows. Straight up blood sport. And they make less. And you don't hear these hang-ups about who getting paid what, stopping the fight from happening. You don't. You just simply don't. And this promoter shit, this shit is crazy. It's like Bad Boy versus Death Row shit. You don't want to fuck with him because you don't want to put no money in his pockets. He don't want to fuck with you because he don't want to put no money in your pockets. So the fights that the fans want to see never get a chance to happen because y'all motherfuckers ain't trying to pay each other. Don't make no sense to me, man. And it's holding up the sport for real. But the Mayweather blueprint, he was a household name and he fought everybody. And like I said before, if he took a less pay cut just to make the fight happen, if y'all gonna follow the nigga blueprint, follow it all the way. If he let Oscar choose the ring, the gloves, and all that shit, follow that shit all the way. Don't just look at the money part. Follow the shit all the way. Because he knew in his mind that he could beat Oscar. And what did he do? He invested in himself. And that's what you fighters should do. Invest in yourself. Now, Devin Haney got his own promotional company. He invested in himself. He took a page out of Mayweather's blueprint and invested in himself. And he did it at a younger age. Because he grew up in a damn gym watching how he move and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's guaranteed to get the gate, all that, the back end, pay-per-view, because he's self-promoted. So that's just something to think about when y'all just look at one aspect of the game and y'all just automatically think I'm going to get that Mayweather money long as I protect my O. It's not the case. Just not the case. Raw and real. Back at you with the spill. All right, let me know what y'all think.